everyone. I would like to begin tonight by first apologizing for the late start. Our celebrity Pocus over there in the corner decided to escape at the last minute. And me and the entire neighborhood were looking for her, or what of the neighborhood just happened to be walking after dark. So I'm out of breath and I'm sweating, and but we're here. And once Pocus regains her composure, okay, so let's start again. It's just been one of those days, right? So let's start as we usually do by taking some deep breaths and thinking of 3 things we're grateful for. I'm grateful to have the opportunity to come to you tonight to share with you my truth regarding current events. I'm also grateful for this new moon in Cancer, which gives us an opportunity to come together and co-create with Spirit for what we want to birth into the world this lunar cycle. New moons are all about setting intentions for what you want to birth into the world. So that is the focus of our get together tonight. I'm also grateful for this pandemic, and I know that sounds crazy, but I'm grateful for this pandemic because it's given us all an opportunity to go through a near-death experience, which has brought about a spiritual awakening on a global scale. What I want to talk to you tonight about is probably not for everyone. Tonight's discussion is more geared towards those awakened ones, towards the individuals who understand that the people, the 1% that we entrusted to look after our well-being and our best interests, the people who are discovering that those elite have another agenda, and it's not in our best interest. You know, there's a small percentage of the population, and that's the group that I'm addressing tonight. The ones who have known or recently have been made aware of that the elite, the 1% that rule the other 99% of us, have been deliberately poisoning our air, food, and water, as well as contaminating our children with vaccinations. That's a hard reality to wake up to. That's a difficult thing to swallow. And once you discover the truth of that, you have to wonder why. Why? Excuse me, that's my son, he's special needs. Sweetheart, Seth. He's nonverbal, so I don't know what that he's understanding. Hold on a second. I love you, but go. I'll see you later. I love you. Well, I'm telling you, when it rains, it pours. It's been one thing. The rabbit left, and now the phone rings, and all these disruptions. I'm so sorry. Guess it has to do something with the energies. It seems like that's what this whole week's been about. So let us start again. You have to wonder, once you realize that the people you've entrusted to look out for you and your family's best interests don't have your best interests at heart, once you discover and come to that painful realization, you have to question why. Why would someone do that? Why would anyone want to harm another human being? What is the logic behind that? And you have to think about this. When you have 1% of the population tasked with the job of controlling 99% of us, that's a difficult task. And if this 1% that's goal is to control humanity and are okay with poisoning humanity, they have to operate at a low vibrational frequency. And in order for them to control us, we have to resonate at the frequency that they control. This 1% of the population, not only are they poisoning our children with vaccinations, poisoning our air, food, and water, trafficking our children, making legislation and diseases to keep us stuck in low frequencies, keep us stuck in low vibrations. They're also responsible for the television programming we see on our televisions. Have you ever questioned or wondered why it's of such low morals and low values? Why it doesn't promote wholesome things? Promotes promiscuity and evil. You know, certain things the conscious mind is never supposed to be exposed to. The violence that we see on our television. Excuse me. Seth. This is not the place to throw the ball. Love, please go. I'm telling you, it's just one thing after the next. This is beautiful. Okay. You must understand, there is a control system comprised of the 1% of the ruling elite. And in order for them to have power over the other 99% of us, they must keep us in the frequencies of the bandwidth that they control. Which explains why we're not allowed proper nutrition, clean water, or clean air. When you don't provide the body with proper nutrition, pure water, clean air to breathe, it keeps you stuck in low vibrational frequencies. Making you easier to be controlled. This video is probably not for those of you who aren't aware that your government caused 9/11. Government also created the AIDS virus. And government also created Covid-19. You need to realize we live in a matrix, right? And what I mean by a matrix is you have 99% of the population following herd mentality. They do what everyone else does. They believe what everyone else believes. They follow the group with no critical thinking skills of their own. They question nothing. They do as they're told. And they believe that the people in power have their best interests at heart. despite all the things they've done to show us, that is not the case. You must realize, in order to be in this world but not of it, is that the people in power do not have your best interests at heart. They have their best interests at heart. And their goal is to keep power over us. But the only way they can have power over us is if we resonate at the frequencies that they control. Nikola Tesla, one of the greatest men to ever live, in my opinion, said, if you want to understand the secrets of the universe, you must think of terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. This would explain your modern day functional or home decor techniques, where people use words and phrases put up on their homes because they carry a high vibration, lifting the overall frequency of the dwelling, acting as a magnet for more positive experiences and outcomes and energies. Everything is energy, and everything vibrates at a certain frequency, which is why we are given poor nutrition, contaminated water, and contaminated air. It's why our children are poisoned with vaccinations, and why they pump the most negative, awful, immoral things on that television set 24/7. It's to keep you in low frequencies, to keep you in the vibrational frequencies that they control. There is a way to live in this world and not be of this world. For example, I understand COVID-19 is real. It's very real. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that it was really created by the governments or the elite. And it was really created to take away some more of your liberties, the few we have left. And after COVID-19 is gone, because they've come up with a vaccination, they'll come up with another one. This is just one of many. They did the same thing with the HIV virus. If you don't believe me, go look at the Georgia Guidestones. The Georgia Guidestones is a monument in Georgia where it talks about the elites' plan for mass depopulation, right? It says it right there, written in stone. Written in stone for everyone to see. They're not hiding this. There is an agenda. So what I'm saying is, don't not wear your mask. Definitely wear your mask, but when you but don't thank your government for making masks mandatory. Hold your government responsible for the reason you're having to wear a mask at all. That is how you live outside of the matrix. It's a shift in perception. Because you still have to live in this world. There's no getting around that. But I assure you, I'll never catch the coronavirus. I assure that with 100% certainty. Because I don't watch television. I do a gratitude list every day. I do yoga. I do everything I can to make sure I elevate my vibration and my frequency to not resonate in the bandwidth that the coronavirus operates. You know, Tamara Sweeney posted an amazing post I saw today about the Amish community, talking about, she was speaking with someone from the Amish community, and they said, you know why COVID-19 hasn't affected our community? And she said, no, why? And he said, because we don't watch TV. You have to understand, COVID-19 operates in the bandwidth of what they control. In the lower vibrational energies. Vibrate higher. Understand the purpose of this talk tonight, despite all this craziness that's going on, that I've lost my train of thought so many times, is to understand that They sold us the illusion of freedom to enslave us. Okay? And that's okay. That's okay. Because once you understand that they don't have your best interests at heart, you can start looking out for your own best interests and your family's best interests. Because, you know, when they come up with this horrible vaccination for COVID-19 that's going to further pollute and contaminate your body, they'll come up with another pandemic. Or shit, they'll blow up some more towers like they did 9/11 and enacted the Patriot Act to take away your liberties. But when you understand that these people don't have your best interests at heart, and you start to look out for your own best interests, turn that television off. That is the number one way they control your vibration and your frequency and keep you stuck. That's how they keep you stuck. The world would be such a better place without it. Turn it off. Turn it off. It is a tool used by them to keep you in the bandwidth of the frequencies that they control. The bandwidth, the frequencies they control where the coronavirus exists. Start to understand about energy, frequency, vibration, and understand how to elevate yours and your families. Start learning how to grow your own garden. Purify your own water. And start figuring out how to get off the grid. And no, I'm not talking about being a doomsday prepper per se. And I've got nothing against doomsday preppers. Hey guys, I salute you. Amen to you, brothers and sisters. I'm saying though, learn to be more self-sufficient. Expect your government to give you poisoned food, water, and vaccinations. And try to grow your own food, purify your own water, and avoid vaccinating yourself or your children at all cost. And take control of educating your children again. You know, when my child's special needs, so he doesn't go to regular school, but when I heard about all the Common Core controversy, especially when it comes to math, and discovered that Common Core mathematics doesn't even teach your children how to count and change, what is that? If that is not a perfect example of how they're trying to dumb your children down, I don't know what is. Just understand that they don't have our best interests at heart. So let's have our best interests at heart. Let's have each other's best interests at heart. And not everyone can grow a garden, but the ones who can learn how to preserve food and grow a garden so that they can share with their neighbor when it's necessary. And then when their neighbor gets the opportunity to have enough space to grow their own garden, they can teach them. We need to start realizing that the only way we're going to survive in this world and thrive is to step outside of the confines of the matrix. And the matrix is herd mentality, following the group, buying what's trending, doing what everyone else does because it's what everyone else does without giving any critical thinking skills to it at all. But if you think your government didn't create COVID-19, you're fooling yourself. If you think they didn't create AIDS, you're fooling yourself. And that's okay. Then this message isn't for you. Everyone wakes up in their own time. I am not here to throw shade or pass judgment. This message tonight is to address the ones of you who are aware that the people they entrusted the most to look out for our best interests don't have our best interests at heart. And are wondering, how am I supposed to proceed forward, knowing I live in a world that's nothing but an illusion and a lie. So this message is more to address those people, to say there is a way to live in this world and not be of this world. Start to look up the teachings of Nikola Tesla. He had the keys to the kingdom. He knew the secrets. Everything is energy, and everything vibrates at a certain frequency. And the controlling elite make it their job, their duty, to keep you in a controllable bandwidth. Learn how how to elevate your vibration, your frequency, for your sake, for your children's sake, for humanity's sake. Going outside in nature, a gratitude list, yoga, proper nutrition, diet, exercise. Start taking care of your temple. And most importantly, the things they market as healthy and good for us, question those things. Do your own research. And go forward in the world with the understanding that it's not their job to look out for us. It's our job. And take our power back. So I'd like for everybody to take a deep breath. Breathing in love. Breathing out light. Long deep breaths in and out. Focus on your breathing. Think about what intentions you want to set for this new moon in Cancer. What new routines could you start with your family so you can incorporate things into your daily experience that elevate your vibration, lifting you out of the bandwidth of the frequencies that the elite control. What can you start to do on a daily basis to ensure your safe passage through the turbulent times ahead? Because there are more stunts to come, people. There are more stunts to come. But you don't have to be affected by it. Coronavirus resonates at a certain frequency, vibrates at a certain frequency. Don't resonate at the frequency of it. There is energetic spiritual protection you can put on every day. And I could walk in through a sea full of coronavirus infected people and sail through it. You must understand the laws of the universe, not man's law, universal laws. That is how you protect yourself in these times. How many of you don't even know what I mean when I say universal laws? That's the keys to the kingdom. Man's law governs this world. Universal law governs the heavens and supersedes man's law. So you can be protected in these troubling times. But the only way to do that is to understand you need protection from the ruling elite. Educate your children on your own. Grow your own garden. Purify your own water. Turn your televisions off. I can't express that enough. Turn your televisions off. So think about right now, for the next 30-day lunar cycle, what could you do on a daily basis to elevate your vibration and your frequency to ensure you don't contact the coronavirus? Whether it be a gratitude list. Eating better, drinking more water. These are simple things. These things matter. So for the next 30 days, what are you willing to do to ensure you look out for your own best interests? Now, I'd like for you to imagine a beautiful rainbow cord coming out from the bottom of your feet, stretching deep down into the core of Gaia, deep into the crystalline grid of Mother Earth, grounding your energy while we go on this meditation journey. Now I'd like for you to imagine a beautiful white, brilliant light coming in the corner of the room where you are, filling up the room and the space around your body. Imagine this is your protection from the divine. I'd like to call in our higher selves, spirit guides, Mother Earth, our Father in heaven, Yeshua, and Archangel Metatron to be with us now. Violet flame. We are the violet flame. In action in us now. We are the violet flame. To light alone we vow. We are the violet flame. In mighty cosmic power. We are the light of God shining every hour. We are the violet flame blazing like the sun. We are God's sacred power, freeing everyone. tonight's ceremony. I just have to giggle from the abundance of distractions. Thank you, all of you who attended, and for your patience, and for your understanding, and for giving me your time this evening. I look forward to seeing you at the full moon ceremony. Hopefully things will run smoother. Have a blessed night. Namaste.